Wow, Shinjo-san! You came in first for our grade in this test too! That's amazing! That's not true. It was a close call this time too. Oh, come on! You're always first!
Right now, the girls are all raving over a class beauty named Shindo Kagura. She's a beautiful girl who can study so well that she's topped the test scores ever since she entered the school at the top of her class. She's gifted in her studies. She's also a member of the class council, so she's the epitome of an honor student. She's the total opposite of me, Hikaru Fuwa. And I personally dislike her.
By the way, Fuwa-kun,
Here it comes.
how did you do on the test this time?
Why do I have to tell you?
You didn't get a bad grade, did you?
What if I did?
I'll give you one-on-one study lessons after school. A one-on-one lesson with Shindo-san? That's such a treat. If anything, I want to take his place. So?
It wasn't bad.
Really? You always barely pass.
Ask the teacher if you don't believe me.
It's not worth the trouble. And even if you didn't get a bad grade this time, you probably will next time.
No, it's fine. I didn't get a bad grade, so...
No, it's not fine. You're the only one bringing down the class average.
No, there's a lot of other people besides...
If you look at it overall, you're the worst. People who get bad grades just don't study, so if you actually try, your score will go up. You got into this high school in the first place. You can do it if you study seriously.
Our school is one of the most prestigious schools in the prefecture, so I suppose she's trying to say that since I got into this school, I should be able to get better grades. I mean, you're too close, stupid!
Stupid? You got less than half of my score and you call me stupid?
In this case, grades have nothing to do with it. That's what's stupid about you!
You called me stupid again! I'm angry! You're going to have to compete with me on the next test. Shindo-san, that's too much for him. It won't even be a contest. Fuwa-kun's just saying how the test is irrelevant. No, he needs to learn his lesson.
Oh my god, why is this girl such a pain? Guess I have no choice. Fine.
Huh?
I'll take your challenge.
Why all of a sudden? You really think you can beat me?
Why are you upset when you're the one who brought up the challenge?
Because I didn't think you'd take it.
So no match then?
No, you can't do that. You're a man. You need to keep your word.
Well, if we're doing this, I have one condition. The loser needs to obey one order from the winner. How about that?
What? You're not going after me, are you?
Huh?
What? What are you trying to do to me?
See? She's stupid, isn't she?
What did you say? Well, he might have said something that could be misunderstood. Who knows?
Well, never mind. So, are you going to accept the challenge or not?
What? What are you trying to make me do?
Who knows? I mean, all you have to do is beat me, right?
Right. There's no way you can beat me. If you want, I'll increase the number of commands to 10 if you want.
I'm too lazy to think about it, so no thanks.
I beg your pardon?
We compete on this next test, and the loser will do one thing the winner says. Okay?
Yeah, fine. I'll win and make you study a whole lot.
And so, I had to play the game. And the result...
498 points overall? No way!
Shindo was quite upset when we went to see the poster with the test results on it. When the tests came back on each subject, I also knew Shindo's score. But since she didn't check mine, She's just now finding out about her loss. Looks like I won, huh?
Oh, I've been the best for so long. I've been working so hard, defending my #1 spot. Why?
I thought she might suspect me of cheating because I won, but the shock of her losing her #1 spot was quite the blow for her. I don't dislike this kind of straightforward and competitive attitude, but nothing to cry about.
It's so frustrating.
But isn't this your highest total score ever? Shouldn't you be happier?
Why do you say that?
I mean, you were so happy when you got all your tests back.
You're right.
You topped your highest test score. You should be happy about that.
But the challenge.
Oh, come on! Shindo! This is my command from the win! Stop acting so whiny! I was so annoyed with Shindo that I used up the command in which I was originally planning to tell her to never get involved with me again!
What kind of order is that?
The loser promised to do whatever the winner says, right? Don't worry about this challenge anymore!
Fine. It was a promise, wasn't it?
Okay. Good. This challenge was just full of losses for me. Well, at least I didn't study, so there's that. Okay, I'm going to go back to class now.
Wait,
Shindo?
how did you get such a high score on that test?
I don't know. It's just a coincidence.
There's no way. You have a secret, don't you? Come on, tell me.
No, seriously. It's nothing.
But then, there's no way you would have gotten that score.
Well, I just studied really hard for the test. That's all. I'm not sure if this is going to convince her, but I'm sure she wouldn't believe me if I told her I didn't study.
Teach me your study method.
Huh?
You got such a good score. It must be a great study method. Teach me.
I knew she was earnest, but not to this extent. How long are you going to follow me? After that, Shindo wouldn't leave me alone. Thanks to her, it made our classmates misunderstand that this was the command I gave her.
I'm not leaving until you teach me how to study.
Why are you so obsessed with this? You were the best in your grade the whole time, weren't you? Just use that study method.
But I lost.
She's more immature than I thought. I thought you agreed not to worry about the challenge.
I've been thinking about it. And I realized that the command was to stop being whiny. Nothing about worrying about the loss.
Come on!
You're only allowed to give one command, right? I stopped being whiny. What happens after that is irrelevant.
Hey, honor student! Are you trying to one-up me and break the promise you made?
Who knows?
Seriously? How immature is she? So, we're at my place. You're still not going home?
Yeah. I'm not leaving until you teach me.
Just so you know, I live alone, okay? If you're going to come in, you better be prepared, alright?
I won't back down to a threat like that. I already know you don't have the guts.
What? How come?
Because you could have commanded me to do anything, but you didn't ask for that kind of thing. You don't have the courage.
Hey, honor student, your eyes are spinning. Take it easy.
That's not true.
You actually came in.
If you want me to leave, you're gonna have to teach me how to study.
No, that was a lie to get away from you. I didn't actually study.
Liar. That's impossible. You're lying because you don't want to teach me the study method.
Oh man, this girl is so annoying because she won't back down!
All right.
What are you doing?
You're being mean to me by not teaching me, so I'll be studying until then.
You're going that far to study?
I can't waste my time because I have a college I want to go to. I'm not very efficient, so I have to study a lot more than other people.
Shindo began to actually study. And an hour had passed. She still hasn't left. I was so overwhelmed by Shindo's tenacity that I was racking my brains trying to figure out how to get her to go home.
What's this all about?
What's wrong?
I don't understand this part of the reference book.
Hey, maybe you should ask your tutor or something. It's better than trying to figure it out on your own here.
I don't go to a cram school, and I don't have a tutor either.
You don't? Why not?
Because it wasn't a good fit.
Wasn't a good fit?
I told you before. I'm not very efficient when it comes to studying, so I'm better off studying on my own.
Huh. But thinking about it on your own is a waste of time, don't you think?
Don't say it's a waste. I don't have a choice.
Let me see the book.
What?
I see.
You understand it?
Yeah, this is... I used the reference book to explain what Shindo didn't understand. Then...
Ah, so that's what it means.
apparently Shindo understood.
You're amazing! This is a college entrance exam question. How do you understand this if you haven't even learned it yet?
Well, that's what reference books are for. If you understand it, I'm gonna...
Wait, I want you to teach me this part next.
I thought you were better off studying on your own.
Your explanation was really easy to follow. And I realized, instead of asking you to teach me your study method, I want you to tutor me.
There's nothing in it for me.
You said you live alone, right?
Yeah, so?
On days you tutor me, I'll cook dinner for you. How about that?
What?
Why do you look so unhappy? If I told that to other people, they would all be glad to take the offer. Told you. I know I'm like this, but I brushed up my cooking skills for when I live on my own. What kind of prejudice is that? All right, if that's the case, I'll make something for you after this, so you better watch.
Don't say that yourself, because from the looks of it, you don't seem like you'd be a very good cook. I see. It wasn't all talk after all.
So, what do you think? Are you ready to tutor me?
No, but... Okay, fine. I'll teach you.
Really?
You're in charge of dinner in exchange.
Yeah, I know.
This was the start of an unusual relationship. Shindo started coming to my house the day after as well, and cooked for me after we finished our studies. And a month went by like this.
Hey, why do you live alone?
All of a sudden?
I'm kind of curious, and I noticed this since you started tutoring me. But why do you pretend like you're bad at studying when you're actually really smart?
I didn't want to stay in my hometown, so I begged my parents to let me apply to a school far away.
How come?
I've been called a child prodigy ever since I was a little kid, and I was at the top of the class all the way through middle school. And that was rough. People around me held expectations for me and asked me to teach them how to study. Maybe the reason you found my explanations easy to understand is because I'm used to teaching people.
I see. That's why you pretended that you couldn't study. I'm sorry. Then this kind of relationship must be a pain for you, right?
No, not really.
Huh?
I could see that you're always trying your best, so I thought I'd give it a shot. And it turns out that I don't seem to mind teaching someone who's trying their best.
Fuwa-kun.
Until now, most of the people who came to ask for my help didn't study on their own. They just came so they could pass a test. I was getting more and more annoyed with them, but people like you don't annoy me when I teach.
I see.
Okay, now I have a question. Why do you pretend to be so nonchalant at school?
Huh?
I've known you for a month, You're actually quite childish, aren't you?
Don't call me childish. Well, it's cooler that way.
That's why you pretend to be cool?
Yeah?
Seriously?
Hey, don't laugh at me. I'm serious.
Oh, my bad. But I don't think you have to act all cool, you know?
What do you mean?
You're more attractive when you're being yourself. Never mind.
Wait, what did you just say? I'm more attractive?
You misheard me. Shindo?
You're mean, Fuwa-kun.
Come on. What are you sulking for?
I'm interested in you.
What? What are you saying out of the blue?
You're usually pretty cold, but you're nice when you teach me how to study. And sometimes you're really kind. So, I'm wondering, what about you?
It's nothing.
Uh,
No, I lied. I'm interested too.
Really?
Yeah, it's true. 'Cause you know, you're pretty cute when you're not playing it cool.
Then we're both interested in each other. That means we're a couple, right?
I thought it was just about being interested.
Sorry, that was a lie earlier. I really like you. I like you so much that I can't stop thinking about you when I get home.
That's not fair. I complained about it, but then Shindo pushed me into it. She really is a tenacious girl when she decides on something. But I'm glad I'm going out with Shindo. After that, Shindo, well, Kagura, wanted me to go to the same college as her. So we both took the entrance exam, and both got accepted. And at college, we moved in together and began living a happy life as a couple. But that's for another story. For the time being, I'm just enjoying my life with my lovely girlfriend until graduation.